go beyond all conceivable limits. Where there are no boundaries to what the mind is capable of creating, and where there is no stopping point. This is beyond simply attracting the car, the money, the house, or the friends you want. It is about becoming a master over this physical world and breaking through all the illusions of negativity it presents, and breaking the cycles of survival, consumption, sleep, sickness, and death.
I felt the happiest I could possibly feel in life, like perfect happiness. It was like I was out of the field of suffering for the first time as an adult.
I don't have to eat. I have tons of free time in my life all the time. Incredible amounts of abundance have been showing up. And endless energy.
So it's like on all layers, I'm just being cleaned, and it literally does feel as if I've taken a vacuum to every single cell in my body, and I've just vacuumed out all of the crap, and it feels incredible.
The truth of the matter is 72 hours came and went, and I didn't have hunger or thirst, and it blew my mind.
Real mindfuck. I had to change everything. I had to change everything that didn't resonate in my life. The part where you can physiologically change your matrix, where you actually don't need food anymore, it takes 3-4 days. The part where you have to decondition your mind from thinking that food has something to offer for you energetically, mentally, spiritually, that has been a process. And it's been a process of love, of self-acceptance, radical self-love and self-acceptance.
It happens because we are already complete. We already have everything in our bodies that we need. We are created in perfect balance, in perfect harmony.
To be in pranic way is to be in not separation with everything.
Once you realize that God is not outside of you, God is within you, then you can start to express yourself as God. The only reason we need food is the same reason that in our society we need a God outside of us.
It's like the more that I come in, the more I'm nourished. The more I come in, the more I'm nourished. The more I love you, the more I'm nourished.
Right now, we already broke the standard on what keeps a person healthy. You need this many calories in order to, we broke that already. So right now, this does have a voice and it does need to be heard. It's here now.
And some people will continue with it and something has changed dramatically in their sensation, in their body. Doesn't matter if they eat or don't eat. The relationship with food, with physical and energetic nourishment and their higher self has changed forever.
It's just, it feels so good to be cleansing out all this, all the toxins from your body. And it opens you up to life, basically.
So you understand, wait a second, I don't have to be sick. Why do I have to be sick? And you understand that as a breatharian, because your body is completely clean of toxins all the time, you are going to live much longer without being sick.
Doctors and science, it was making me many different tests. And was a lot of surprise for the doctors and science.
You do not lack anything. And you are here to be challenged, and you are here to kind of be tested. Can you realize that you don't lack anything when everyone around you is telling you that you do, when your body is telling you that you do, when every programming and thought that society puts towards you is telling you that you do? It's just an illusion. We think we're our bodies, and that's another reason that we eat, because we think that this is what we are. And we don't realize it's just a projection.
But most of all, that I was told something was impossible, and here I was proving to myself with my own direct experience that that's not true. That the medical textbooks lied to us about what is possible for the human physiology.
If you know something, if this really does work, this is a solution for so many health issues. It's a solution, and it's convincing you that mind is over matter, and that things here are not as they seem to be.
We, to be very clear, are talking about a physical body. That does not need food, sleep, water, that does not age and does not die. This is what we are talking about. We are not talking about moving into another dimension. Or leaving Earth. Or leaving your body in order to supposedly ascend. The only way to be totally free of the karmic cycle is to free yourself from every limitation that the physical body presents.
I've been monitoring Breatharians or Pranic people since year and a half ago, and I noticed that some Pranic people are able to gain weight while meditating on the scale.
But I felt like I want to experience more about this certain subject, and I thought this is a good place to go. Because I don't even have to integrate myself. I'm already just being here, that gets the job done.
Mi chiamo Chicon. Buongiorno a tutti. This is for public, actually. It's for people who just heard about it, and just can come here to have some information. So there's more and more people want to talk, because there are more and more Breatharian blooming flower in the world.
So, ending the reincarnation cycle of having to have a physical experience means that you have full self-realization in the midst of the physical experience.
That is why we came here, to have that challenge of rising, of going from low to high and mastering it, you know? It's not easy. It's a challenge, and it's a challenge for a soul. Think about it. If you're God, this is the ultimate challenge for you. This is really hard, right? This is a really hard challenge. Really, ultimately, all we're really moving towards in evolution is really where we came from, which is the non-physical, in a sense. We were, you know, in a very light, unlimited state there. But we have to come to the sludge, we have to come to the heaviness, and we have to rise out of it. We have to come to the heaviness and transcend it to lightness. That is the challenge, that is the purpose, that is the whole point.
Change the blueprints.
The true high is within. All these false highs are outside of us. That's the challenge. Will you keep looking outside of you, or will you finally just peek within? If you do, you will realize, okay, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. As you do that, you feel like, I have this, I have this, I have this. That's really the key. Your reality has to overwhelm the outside, not the other way around.
Traveling deeper and further within yourself than you've ever been asked to go. Things must be uprooted, voices you have listened to.
You don't have to come back and do it over and over again. You have to learn to master it in a physical way. That's why we're coming here physically. And when you manifest that physically, then you really hit it. Then you really hit home. Then the game, in a sense, is mastered by you. Then you win the game. You don't have to, it's not a game over and you have to come in and do it again.
Seek to bring this place back to the vibrational level of your real home.
You know, whatever you want to do, you can do it. So some people actually think that, you know, if you were to be here and you were to be immortal, that's actually almost like a limiting thing. You would be stuck in the physical. But that is not the case, because in order to be an immortal here, you would have to master limitations. So as an immortal, you would be unlimited. And that means, like I said, there's no trapping there. It's pure freedom. It's pure unlimitation.
And the reality is limitless. When the reality merges with the physical experience, we perceive an immortal and limitless physical body. What will you choose?
Who you are overwhelms that experience, and you can choose what your body will operate as. You can choose what your experience will be, and that is mastering the physical.
My mission here is to be who I am. No matter what the cost. I am the soul of a star seed.